Bonsignore's in fourth. It's Santos, Dowling, Newman, Bonsignore, Goodale trying to make a run. Hennick is in the mix. Here we go into three. Santos still out in front. Dowling cuts down to the bottom. He's making a run. Will he get him? At the line, Santos squeezes him down, and Bobby Santos wins at Loudon. Wow. Here he is, Derek.
Bobby Santos does it again. Last year it was a last lap pass, and this year he's going to bring one of the crew members up on the roof, just like he did last year.
Hi, I'm Danny Gamache Jr. I'm the crew chief on the 44 Wheeler Modified Tour Tinio Racing team. So we started the team in 2012 with Bobby Santos driving. So we started the full tour, not the full tour. We ran kind of part-time schedule from day one. So we started off in 2012, and we've had the same driver since day one. We've had a few different crew chiefs. I just took over the crew chief role over the past 2 seasons. So the full crew chief deal came to me 2 years ago. I worked with a bunch of really good crew chiefs before that, so, and here we are now.
What a weekend. I mean, our guys worked our butts off. We changed the motor. Billy the Kid, you know, for the power, obviously. My dad and Danny Gamache, they worked their butts off in this car. I mean, they do such a good job.
We got a pretty good bunch of guys. The guys that we do have, we've been together since 2012. Like, these guys are the original guys. A couple guys came in further along, and now we have one of the car owner's sons that jumped on board a couple years ago. So, you know, we've had pretty much the same guys. So it actually, everything goes pretty smoothly. You know, so it's not very hard. My job's easy once we get to the racetrack. Yeah. You know, these guys know what they're doing. They get done what they need to get done, and you know, the car owners are great. You know, they're actually hands-on as well. You know, I get 2 car owners that come over the wall with me. One's a jack guy, one carries tires, and the other one, and carries tires and also does fuel. So I mean, it's a pretty cool team to work with. I've been fortunate to work with a bunch of good crew chiefs, talented drivers. Obviously, Bobby's been here the most. Bobby Santos has been the only driver up till recently. We let Ryan Priest drove the car once. And then once prior to that, we had Matt Hirschman drove for 1 race in 2015, I believe it was. So, you know, Bobby's been the only driver. I was fortunate to work with Ryan Priest as well for that 1 race. But yeah, it's been Bobby Santos since day one.
From the rest of the field, several car lengths ahead of 3rd place runner Eric Goodale, as they've got their own battle going for the lead. And a great battle it is.
I mean, it was really cool. I got to work with, obviously, a really talented driver as well. And then at the same time, he wanted a certain setup in the car, and he taught me a lot about his setup. So I got to learn another setup that we've actually been using as well. So I learned so much in that short period of time. It was pretty cool. And I really enjoyed it and hope to get to do it again.
Checkered flag is ready to fly. It comes out over the 44 of Bobby Santos. He picks up the win.
Favorite memories, you know, we got 4, 5, I think 6 wins at Loudon, and you know, just a lot of memories at Loudon where we won races. Like a couple years ago, Sully Tinio passed away, you know, and just before he passed, we got to win a really prestigious race at Loudon, and you know, everybody danced on the roof of the car, and you know, it was an amazing thing. So I got to enjoy that and witness that, and it's a great thing.
Lonnie Tinio joins Bobby Santos and Bob Santos, the father, up on the roof. It's a special day here for the Tinio Racing team, running a partial schedule this year, and Bobby Santos bookending the season here at the New Hampshire Motor Speedway, winning on the Magic Mile. Hugs and smiles all around as Bobby Santos celebrates in Victory Lane. The Tinio family joining Bobby up on the roof.
This is the race shop. We got a setup plate. I got all my setup equipment. Like we got roll-off stands. We got the DRP laser system that we use to set up the cars. We got creative racing, ride height checkers. I mean, there's a lot of setup equipment, like state-of-the-art stuff. You know, we got wireless scales, everything you can imagine. We have just about everything here. We got gale force machine to set up shocks, spring raiders. We got these guys give me anything I need to set up a race car. So this is our, say, Wheeling Tour modified. We just came off the Martinsville race. It's straight out of the trailer. Put it on the setup plate. We just basically do a post-race setup type of thing to see where we ended up at the end of the race, because we did have a pretty good car, so we want to get notes and stuff for the previous race. So that's what we do. We bring them in, take them off the trailer, put them on the setup plate, and go right through them and see where you're at. This is a LFR car that we built in 2015. We bought it brand new in 2015. We did some updates, and then obviously I think we crashed it once, so it had a front clip put on it. But this is a 2015 LFR chassis car, which we will probably run next season, but we're looking to purchase a new one as well. So hopefully next year we can have two cars again. And then at the same time, I get to work in the shop on my own car on my own time. You know, my car's on the lift. This is the one that's going to get stripped. I'm actually building a new SK Light. This one got wrecked a couple of races ago. We're going to be taking everything off of that and putting it on the new car.
Field, she sits a comfortable third. Behind her, Danny Gamache sideways. Oh, puts the right front on the wall, down in 1 and 2. Got crossed up, getting into the corner. Could not hang on as it snapped back to the right.
And fortunately enough, they let me use the shop. So more perks to working for Tinio Corp.